Good morning, everyone. I welcome to all of you to the lecture Decision Support System and Business Intelligence. Now, is this presentation visible to you?
Yes, sir.
In previous lecture, we have discussed about some decision making zone. It consists of certainty, uncertainty, and risk. You see, certainty, uncertainty, and risk. If you have very well knowledge about the business, then there is a chance you will get good profit, but in that business there is the high risk. Suppose you take the risk, then you will get the good benefit. Increase the knowledge, complete knowledge certain. Decrease the knowledge, ignore the total uncertain. Means there is a chance of a loss. We may face difficult if we don't have a good tools, good knowledge, good softwares for analysis purpose. It is necessary to predict the future outcome of each proposed alternative. This prediction is classified into certainty, uncertainty, and risk. Certainty is a condition under which it is assumed that the future value are known for sure and only one result is associated with a action. Means we know fix this will be the output, this much profit we will get, 100% sure, we will be sure on that. But in uncertainty, in expert system, a value that cannot be determined during a consultation. Many expert systems can accommodate uncertainty, that is, they allow the users to indicate whether or she does not know the answer, not enough information. Like suppose we brought a machine in our business, whether the benefit of that machine will get us or not, that is not known to he or she, then we can say that is uncertainty. There will be very good profit or there may be very loss. That is uncertainty. In certainty, that is the sure. Output is sure, better output is sure, then we can say a certainty. Risk, a probabilities or stochastic decision situation in which the decision maker must consider several possible outcomes for each alternative. Means we will consider here probability or stochastic decision situation. Suppose we brought a new instrument in our company, then we will get the benefit. Such type of decision suppose we will take, that is the risk. Once you increase one parameter, then we will get the more benefit. If you decrease one parameter, your business will be decreased. That is depends upon some probabilistic approach, some stochastic decisions. Then we can say that is the risk. Risk analysis, how to analyze the risk, a decision maker method that analyze the risk. based on assumed known probability associated with different alternatives, also known as calculated risk. Up to what agree it is risky, means we will use some tools, some methods. On the basis of that method we can calculate the risk. It is associated with different models, different techniques, softwares. Through that software we can measure the risk into the business. Do you have any problem on this point? Certainty, uncertainty, and risk.
No, sir.
Okay. Then you see the MSS means management support system modeling with spreadsheet. We can use spreadsheet for modeling purpose, management support system purpose. Models can be developed and implemented in variety of programming languages and systems. The spreadsheet is certainly the most popular and end user modeling tool because it is incorporated many powerful financial, statistical, mathematical, and the other functions. Do you know spreadsheet? Do you know spreadsheet?
No, sir.
Excel?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is the spreadsheet. Similar type of software is there, like open source, there LibreOffice. In that also Excel type of a sheet we can use as an analysis tool. You know very well Microsoft Excel. The spreadsheet is a certainly most popular end user modeling tool. People most of the people knows Excel. They are using for their financial calculation, for statistical analysis. We can also use for mathematical terms this Excel sheet. There is a practical today. We will see in practical how to use that for analysis purpose, statistical calculations purpose. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You see, this is one example of Excel, Microsoft Excel, MSS modeling with spreadsheet. In this, a simple loan calculator model in Excel is designed. Loan calculator, loan amount, suppose you want $150 loan amount with interest rate 8%. 8% interest rate. The number of year, how much year you want that this much amount, near about 30 years. For 30 years you want $150 rupees with 8% interest rate. The number of month, that is 360. That is equal to E8 into 12. Where is E8? This is the column name. Column name is E. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
E. And the row name is 8. What is the word written in cell E8? 30. Okay, so equal to, here is symbol used for mathematical calculation. We have to use always equal to sign and then the address of cell. The address of cell is E8. E8 into 12. E8 into 12. 30 month, 30 year into 12 month. That is 360. Total month will be 360. Interest rate per month equal to E7. You see, E7 is at 7 row and E column. What is written? What is at
Yes, sir.
E7? 8. So
8%.
8 into 12. 8 into 12, sorry, 8 divided by 12, that is equal to 0.67% interest rate per month will be there. This is yearly interest, and by monthly interest is 0.67%. And monthly loan payment, suppose EMI, how much EMI will be there? That is 1,100.65 dollar. That is equal to PMT E11. E11 is 0.67, comma E10. E10 is 360, and comma E6. E6 is the total loan amount, and comma 0. That's there is a function used, PMT, and we got the EMI. In Excel spreadsheet statistic model example of the simple loan calculator. This is designed with the help of Excel spreadsheet tool for the loan calculation. Like this, we can use the spreadsheet tool. In this example, Excel spreadsheet statistic model example of a simple loan calculator of monthly payment is shown. You see, other important spreadsheet features includes what if analysis and goal seek, data management and programmability. These are the analysis method we can use into the spreadsheet. We can use what if analysis, we can use goal seek analysis into the spreadsheet, as well as data management and the programmability also we can use into the Excel. Most of the spreadsheet packages provide fairly seamlessly integration because they read and write common file structure and easily interface with a database and other tools. A statistic or dynamic model can be built in a spreadsheet. For common problem, we can use a statistical model, or we can design statistical model or a dynamic model with the help of Excel. You see, here is the dynamic model. We can provide our data. This is the statistic model. We can provide data, and this static model gives us a interest rate and the EMI amount per month, how much amount we have to pay. Then we will reach to the particular repayment, like this loan amount to the bank. This is designed with end user spreadsheet tool. This is most common. Most spreadsheet packages are there. We can use, we can integrate with each other to solve. You see, there is a directly we can use the equal to sign and formula. By using the star, we can multiply the two cells. Similarly, we can use the function. PMT function is used here to calculate the EMI, monthly repayment. You see here again a dynamic loan calculator model with repayment in Excel. This one was the practical statistic, and now we are looking at the dynamic model. Loan amount is $150,000. Interest rate 8%. Number of year, how much year you want to repayment, 30. Then E8 into 12, that is 360, and interest rate per month is 0.67%. Monthly loan payment $1,100.65, and Excel spreadsheet dynamic model example of a simple loan is, you see here. Here is the model. In that model, suppose we increase the month by month, we can analysis the principal head, how much amount is remaining and how much amount we are paying per month. All the statistic we can create. Means for month 1 how much amount we will paid, in month 2 how much amount we will paid, and how much amount will be there into our account we have to pay. In month 3 how much amount we have paid and remaining principal amount. Suppose we have taken $150,000. From that, in first month how much amount we paid and how much is remaining, that is we can show with the help of dynamic model in a spreadsheet. You see here 150 principal amount first in first installment, $149,699 is remaining in first month. We paid first installment. Again we want to pay in next month how much remaining, in next month how much remaining. All that we can show with Excel spreadsheet dynamic model example of a simple loan calculation, monthly payment and the effect of the payment. This you have to do into the practical. Okay? Yes, are you understanding?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Decision analysis with decision table and decision tree. Decision analysis method for determining the solution to a problem, typically when it is inappropriate to use iterative algorithm. Decision analysis method determines the solution to a problem, typically when inappropriate use of iterative algorithm. Suppose we don't have a particular algorithm to solve the problem. In that case, we can use the decision analysis. We make the analysis of multiple algorithm. Which algorithm gives us a best result, that we will select for that problem. Suppose our problem is change, then we have to find again, we have to make again analysis of the algorithm, appropriate algorithm. Then which algorithm will be better for second problem, which algorithm better for the third problem, which algorithm is better for the next problem. Like this if we do, then that is the decision analysis. Suppose we are the main manager into the bank and we have some assistant manager. One manager is doing different tasks, another assistant manager is doing suppose different tasks, and now we called a meeting, and in that meeting we have given our problem to them. One manager will suggest one answer to us, another manager will suggest us a different answer. In that case, we have to make the decision analysis, and with that, which is the better decision from all that decisions, we can select with the help of decision analysis. Is it understanding? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Decision analysis with decision table and decision tree we are discussing. In decision table, a table used to represent the knowledge and prepare it for analysis, creating uncertainty and creating risk. Suppose we will make a table. In that table there are some uncertainty and the risk. If we increase the risk, uncertainty will be decreased. If we decrease the risk, uncertainties will be increased. Means we want profit into the company. To increase the profit, we have to increase the risk. Means we have to increase the investment into the business, into the company. Then we will get the good profit. Is it certain? Is it certain or not? Then we can creating the uncertainty. If we have used very good tool, analysis tool, and finding, yes, increasing the investment will increase the profit, will increase the production. If we have not used any tool and just blindly we are saying by increasing the more investment into the company, our profit will be increased, it is not certain, it is uncertainty. On which variable you are investing, that is also important. Just you are increasing the salary and not giving them tools to your employee, then your profit will not increase. Means only one parameter is not useful there, then that is the uncertainty. We can say uncertainty. If we know sure 100% our profit definitely will be increased and we use some tools there, that we can say certainty. So in decision table we can write the risk into the business, uncertainties, how much uncertainties will be increased, and the certainties we can use. That is the decision table. Decision table used to represent the knowledge and prepare for the analysis, like the creating uncertainty and creating the risk. Decision tree, a graphical representation of a sequential interrelated decision to be made under assumed risk. In decision tree graphical representation, we will sequentially represent the interrelated decisions. What happen if we increase one variable? What happen if we increase second variable? What happen if we increase the third variable? Means all that is associated with each other, then we can say that decision is the decision tree. And we will assume how risk will be increased. Suppose nowadays in this pandemic, we want to analyze the corona hospitals. Is there good condition, good treatment is going on or not? Then in that we have to make the decision tree. In decision tree we have to consider some variables, like first is the patient, then with availability of the patients, is there doctor, then doctor's assistant staff, then food, then how much beds and the cleans of the bed. All that variables are depends. If we make interrelate to them, then we can minimize the risk, and also we will reach to the particular risk how much risk will be there. Suppose there is only one doctor and thousands of patients are there, then there is high risk. To minimize that risk, we have to increase the number of doctors. Suppose we have number of doctors and number of patients, but their facilities, ventilations, beds are not that much, then again risk will be increased. So we have to assume risk also into the decision tree. How much risk will be there if we change some parameters, some algorithms. Is it understanding? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Multiple goals. The multiple goals refers to a decision situation in which alternatives are evaluated with several, sometimes conflicting goals. Multiple goals refers to a decision situation in which the alternatives are evaluated. Suppose we have various goals. We want to increase the production of our company. We want to increase the profit of our company. We want to increase the infrastructure of our company. Means there three goals we have. In that situation, sometime that will be conflict goals, and for that we can use a decision analysis with decision table and the decision tree. To multiple goal refers to the decision situation in which the alternatives are evaluated in us with several sometime conflict goals. You see in this example the structure of mathematical model for decision support. This is quantitative model. In this model there are mathematical relationship with uncontrollable variables, result variables, intermediate variables, and decision variable. This mathematical relationship model is associated with uncontrolled variable. You see, if we take the example of hospital nowadays, patients is uncontrolled variable. How much patients will become into hospital, that is not known to the hospital management. Uncontrolled variable. That there may be 100, there may be 200, there may be 50, there may be 10, like this. And result variable. Intermediate variables are there. Some intermediate variables, like suppose to make cure rate good, then we have to add some intermediate variable. We have to call some external doctors into our hospital. That will be the intermediate variable to get good result. Cure rate should be increased. For that, suppose how much patients getting cure from the disease. This is the result variable. That this result variable is depends upon the intermediate variable and also onto the uncontrolled variable, means how much patients we are admitting into the hospital and how much doctors we are outsourcing from others hospital to solve the problem, because number of patients are increasing and we have to increase the number of doctors, then we will get the good result variable. Decision variable. There is a decision variable. To take this decision, is there need of increase this intermediate variable with the ratio of uncontrolled variable. This decision variable take the decision and we will get the result, good result. Is it understanding?
Yes, sir.
For this we will use some mathematical relationship, mathematical model. We have to use these variables and some formulas into the spreadsheet. We can design the spreadsheet. In that spreadsheet we can use all that variable to solve the problem. This is a mathematical model for decision support. If there question into the exam, draw a mathematical model into the particular problem. Then you have to draw like this diagram: uncontrolled variable, intermediate variable, and then decision, and then output means result variable. All that are the associate with mathematical relation. This result is depends upon all these three variables. The structure of mathematical model for decision support. Component of decision support mathematical models are result means outcome variable, decision variable, uncontrolled variable, and intermediate result variable. Result outcome variable, a variable that expresses the result of decision. Example, one concerning profit, usually one of the goal of decision making problem. Increase the profit. Suppose we are using decision making model into the company. The company problem is they want to increase the profit of company. To increase the profit will be the outcome variable. Decision variable, a variable of a model that can be changed and manipulated by decision maker. Decision maker like a manager or company owner will act to manage the model, to manipulate the variables of a model to take the decision. This decision is good or this decision is good. Suppose you are the manager and you have some assistant manager. Your assistant manager will help you to take a decision, but you have to select the better decision from them. Which decision is better? Which assistant manager is suggesting you a good decision? You have to decide that. Like this decision variable is work. The decision variable correspond to the decision to be made, such as quality to the produce and amount of resources to allocate. Suppose you are working into a car company as a manager, then quality of that product you will decide with the help of decision variable. Your decision, suppose you have assistant managers and you are main manager, then your decisions will be a decision variable. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Decision variable.
Yes, sir.
You will use various algorithm, you will use various tools, so many tools, but which tools is better for your problem, you have to select that better tool. That is the decision variable. Okay? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Uncontrolled variable. Uncontrolled variable is a parameter, a factor that affect the result of decision but not under the control of decision maker. Uncontrolled variable will affect the result. You see, there, suppose you are working into the hospital as a manager, hospital management, but we don't have the number of patient how much will be come into our hospital. So this parameter is not hand into the decision maker. This variable can be internal, example related to technology or to policies, or external, example relate to a legal issues or to a climate. Now this uncontrolled variable, suppose we have taken the example of hospital, then this problem is to the climate. Depends upon the climate. How people are working depends upon the environment. How people are behaving, like that this virus is spreading. That is not into the control of hospital manager. Suppose again we have taken another example, legal issues. There suppose one very big problem happening, like a temple, or suppose we will take another example, if there how much there are big problems, like now the currently reservation problem is going on. So that is relate to the legal issues. People don't know what parameter want to the judges, want to the court. So people don't know what will happen. People don't know what will happen. As well as judge of the court don't know how to judge, because they are not getting all the parameter, all the variable, that is uncontrolled variable. Someone saying like that, someone saying like this, then there want some concrete proof, and proof is not getting. In that case, judge will not take a decision on that day. He will be proceed for next day. Like these legal issues, we can use uncontrolled variable, and the result is depends upon the uncontrolled variable. And this uncontrolled variable is not, though you are a manager of court, though you are a judge of a court, but that decision is not into your hand. Similarly, some policies, some technical related things. You see, I am giving lecture with the help of this team software to you, okay, but your mobile's voice or your display quality is not in my hand. To increase this clarity of the presentation is not in my hand. I will increase, I will magnify this presentation from my side, but how you are using your devices to connect, to join here, I don't know. So this is uncontrolled variable. Your all devices is not controlled into the manager's control, then we can say that is the uncontrolled variable. And also this uncontrolled variable affect the result, affect the outcome. Our outcome is, you have to reach all these point appropriate, correctly. You have to display what I am displaying from here. You have to look that properly. So we can say this is uncontrolled variable to get the good output. This is not into the hands of manager. Is it clear? Uncontrolled variable. Do you have any problem on this point?
No.
No, sir.
Intermediate result variable, and the fourth type of variable is intermediate result variable. a variable that contains the values of intermediate outcome in mathematical model. Means if we increase this parameter, your result will improve. Then we can say this is intermediate variable. Just I have given an example of a hospital and outsourcing doctors. According to the problem, we will increase the number of doctors from outsource. This is the intermediate variable, a variable that contains the values of intermediate outcome in mathematical models. As well, suppose you are working into the car showroom as a manager. Some of the customer want very good car. They are ready to pay high amount for the car. Then you have to give them a good car. Some of the employee want a low cost car. Then they are ready to, some customers are ready to compromise with a feature and quality. According to their demand, you will increase the intermediate variable into that product. You will provide the intermediate features. Your car is okay, though that is a basic or the full feature loaded car. Both are the cars, but the prices of both is different, or the prices features of both is different, because the customer demand is the means they are not ready to pay the equal amount. Some customers are not capable to pay high amount. Some customers are capable to pay high amount. They want good features. In that, we can use intermediate model into the mathematical model. These are the variables of mathematical model, quantitative model. Which are that? Which are the features of mathematical model? Yes, there are 4 variables. Which are these variables?
Decision variable,
Decision variable,
uncontrollable variable,
uncontrollable variable,
intermediate, and result.
intermediate variable, and result. This intermediate variable will be intermediate with the external factor, means control variable and the decision variable, and will get the output of this mathematical model. Do you have any problem on this
No, sir.
mathematical model?
No, sir.
Bhagyasri?
No, sir.
Urusa? In today's lecture, we discuss on the mathematical model. So you have to keep into mind, uncontrolled variable is not into the control of the manager. A decision variable is the full control into the managers. Intermediate variable, he want to take the decision, like control variable is increasing. In that case, intermediate variable we have to add, then we will get the good result. We talk on that. As well as multiple goal. Any company want multiple goals to achieve, like profit they want to increase, production they want to increase, quality they want to increase, like that. The alternative evaluated with a several conflict, that is the multiple goal. Decision tree, graphical representation of sequential interrelated decision to meet the under assumed risk. Decision tree means we will represent the graphically problems, variables and all the risk and find the output. Table decision, is creating uncertainty and creating risk. Decision analysis, the method to determine the solution to a problem, typically when inappropriate use of alternative algorithm. Which algorithm is better? This is the decision analysis. Which manager we are getting good output from which manager? This is the decision analysis. As a main manager, suppose you are main manager and you are getting the output from your assistant manager, but whose decision is better? This is the decision analysis. As well as we seen the spreadsheet model. With this spreadsheet model we seen this dynamic model, day by day, month by month, how much interest is remaining onto our account, loan account, and how much principal amount is remaining, how much EMI we paid. All these calculations we can do with the help of Excel sheet. This is the dynamic model, example of a dynamic model with Excel sheet. And this is the simple loan calculator model, means static model. Just you put your amount and how much interest is getting to you from bank, means how much interest you want to pay to the bank. This is the static model, not change. These parameters are fixed, means not change. Suppose some parameters are fixed, then we can say that is the static model. Dynamic model, parameters can be changed. Okay, difference in between dynamic and static, is it understood to you? Yes.
Yes.
Static means not change, dynamic means maybe change, parameter may be changed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So MSS management support system modeling with spreadsheet we have discussed in today's lecture, as well as risk analysis, certainty, uncertainty we studied. Certainty, a condition under which it is assumed that the future value are known for sure and only one result is associated with a action, means you know 100% this much profit will be there. Suppose you want to sell mobile phone, okay, you have company of a mobile phone and you want to sell that phone. Suppose this phone is for you brought to sell on 50,000, okay, and you sell this mobile phone at 20,000. How much profit will be there?
5,000.
5,000 profit will be there. This is fixed result. Okay, each and every mobile phone you will sell for 20,000 only. There is no change. That is the certainty. But in uncertainty, suppose you brought a mobile phone for 50,000, okay, and you want to sell more mobile phone, not a limited mobile phones you want to sell. You want to sell thousands of mobile phone in one day. It is possible, but you want to minimize the price according to the customer demand. Suppose some customer said to you, can you give me your mobile phone at 16,000? Then if you said yes, then you will get only 1,000 rupees profit. 17,000 some customer will demand, and if you give according to the customer needs, you will use there some algorithm, some formula. Is that affordable to you to calculate that? Then that will be the uncertainty. Uncertainty, may expert system can accommodate uncertainty. That is, they allow the users to indicate whether or she does not know the answer. Not enough information. Suppose as a manager, we don't have enough information of the customer, which product customer wants. In that uncertainty we can use. We can say that is the uncertainty. Is it clear? Is it understood to you?
Yes, sir.
Then we will stop here today. Okay? If you have any question,
sir.
any doubt, you can ask me.
No.
If you have any question, any doubt, you can ask on to the uncertainty, certainty, risk, mathematical model, variables of mathematical model, control, intermediate, decision, result. These are the 4 variables of mathematical model. And in spreadsheet there are dynamic model and static model. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Then we will meet again for practical. There is our practical. Do you know
Yes, sir.
when it is?
1 p.m.
1 p.m. to 2 p.m. We will meet again at 1 p.m. 1 o'clock. Okay? So
Yes, sir.
till bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.